everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Luisa. I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody's feeling well, staying home as much as possible. I'm one of the lucky ones. I get to stay home. I don't have to go out. I feel very privileged that I don't have to expose myself to the virus, expose myself or my family for that matter. But there are a lot of people who don't have that benefit. A lot of essential workers, people who work in grocery stores, people who work in the emergency response system, fire department, police officers, people in the healthcare industry. Those people don't have the benefit of staying home. And so I am so grateful that for those people, for everything that they do. And today I would like to do something special. It's a very small thing, but every little bit helps. I would like to make some thank you bracelets with you. Now I know not everybody likes bracelets or wears bracelets, but even if they don't, they can always give it to their loved ones. And it shows that you care, and it shows that you're thankful. And so I'm all for doing what I can to help us get through this crisis. So anyway, guys, I'm looking forward to showing you how to make these bracelets. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around and we'll get started. Before we go over the materials, I want to show you the bracelets. I have 3 samples here. These 2 are made with leftover beads from different projects, and this is a great opportunity, guys, for you to use up all of your leftover beads, whatever odd beads you might have in your stash. As you can see, I didn't really have any kind of pattern or color scheme. I just dug in and I grabbed a couple of beads that I thought might look good. Now what I did do, I did graduate the size, so I have the big ones in the middle and the smaller ones on the sides here. But you can do it any way you want. There are no rules at all, okay? Now here's one where it's there's a little bit of planning involved with this one, a little bit of design. As you can see, I've got 4mm beads here, 6mm beads closer to the middle, and then a large rondelle in the center, and some spacer beads. And that looks very pretty as well. This one has 2 charms. You can put as many charms as you want. And what's so nice about these bracelets is that they're adjustable, okay? So it fits any size wrist, really, okay? Now, I did take one of these loops and measured it, and the loop itself is about 7.5 inches long, but you want it to be a little bit larger than an average wrist, because the beads take up space, okay? So by the time you add the space, it'll make it a little bit smaller. But because it's adjustable, it fits, any size wrist, really. So these are the ones, and today we're going to make this one, but I wanted to show you that there's really no rule. You can put any beads that you want to on these memory wire coils, and any colors that you want to. And this one doesn't have a lot, but I kind of like that because there's a little bit of movement, and I like that in a bracelet or a bangle. This one is very full, as you can see, so there's not a whole lot of movement, but it still moves a little bit. I wanted to show you these 3 options so that you can see that there are no rules and you can use whatever beads you want. All right, now let's go ahead and go over the materials. Obviously, you're going to need some memory wire, and I bought this stack on Amazon. It was very reasonable. It was about 200 loops or rings, and it cost about $11, made out of rigid steel in a silver tone color. The diameter is actually, it says 60 millimeters, but like I said earlier, I measured one of the loops and it measured about 7.5 inches. And then the actual wire itself is about 0.7 millimeters wide, and that's important because it needs to be able to fit through your beads, okay? So when you go to buy your wire, just make sure that whatever you buy, that you have the correct thickness of wire. Let's go over some of the tools that you'll be needing. The most important tool, I would say, is this one here. It's by Beadsmith. It's a memory wire cutter. Don't ever use regular cutters to cut your memory wire because you will damage them, okay? Memory wire is very, very rigid, very stiff, and you need special pliers to cut them, all right? So I recommend getting some memory wire cutters. And then the other tool that I use a lot for memory wire bracelets is this Beadalon memory wire plier. It has two barrels. One is smaller than the other one, and they're straight. And the reason I like using these is because I don't like to use tapered pliers when I'm bending or looping memory wire, because the memory wire is so stiff that it makes it really hard. Okay, it's a lot easier to use pliers that have barrels that are straight. So I recommend a set of these for forming the loops on your memory wire. And of course you're going to need some flat nose pliers, chain nose pliers, whatever pliers you feel comfortable for opening the jump rings and closing the jump rings. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and go over the beads. Like I said earlier, we're going to do this bracelet today, but you can use any beads that you want from your stash. For this one, I used 4mm beads, spacer beads, 6mm beads, and a large rondelle in the center. Okay, now the rondelle was from a strand that I got at one of the gem shows, and it's about 8.5 by 9.5 millimeters in dimension. But anything that's larger would be okay. And then these are 4mm check beads, rounds. You'll need 10 of those. And then 6mm rounds, you'll need about 6 of these, okay? The other thing that I wanted to show you were these cute little charms, and I'm going to give mine to healthcare workers, nurses in particular, and this one says RN on it. I thought this was really cute. And I actually bought a whole bag from Amazon, very reasonably priced. They are one-sided though, okay, but that's okay because it's still pretty. And then the other one I wanted to show you was this beautiful heart charm, which says thank you on it, and I got this from Amazon as well. Okay, so if you go on Amazon and just put in the search field charms, you'll get all kinds of charms, thank you charms, or charms for medical care workers. You'll get all kinds of results, and they're very, very reasonably priced. And yes, I am going to do silver and gold. I know you're probably saying, well, wait a minute, why are you using two different colors? Well, you can use two different colors. Like I said, there are no rules. It just all has to coordinate. Okay, so for the spacer beads, to make it coordinate, I'm going to use both gold and silver spacer beads. And I got this large bag from Amazon as well. These are 6mm spacer beads, mixed colors, and they come in bronze, copper, silver, and gold. So I will be using the silver and gold spacer beads for this bracelet so that I can attach both of these colored charms on there. Last but not least, you will need some jump rings, and these are 5mm jump rings. Okay, you could probably use something smaller than that if you wanted to, but 4 or 5mm would be okay. All right, so to begin with, we need to cut ourselves a piece of memory wire. And you're going to cut yourself 1.5 loops, okay? Now, don't panic too much about measuring. You really don't need to measure because it does not have to be exact. But if you'll look, it's about 1.5 loops. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to form a loop at one of the ends, okay? And the loop is going to go away from the coil, so it'll loop out this way. So grab it with your pliers, as close to the tip as you can, and then using your finger as leverage, because remember this is very tough wire, you're going to go ahead and begin forming your loop. And I always have to flip the plier around to get more leverage, but do the best you can and just keep forming that loop until the end of the loop touches the coil. Now here's what we have. At this point you might need to straighten it out a little bit, but you will need your flat nose pliers because now we're going to bend this loop towards this ring here. Okay, so the way we're going to do that is by grabbing it with the pliers just like this and then bending it towards that loop. Okay, so this is what you should have. The most important thing about this project is that you close your loops, okay? Now, there's a way to do it that makes it a little bit easier, and that is if you use some crimping pliers. Don't be afraid to use them because they do help quite a bit, and you don't have to worry about the wire being bent out of shape because it's very, very stiff wire. So that's your first loop, okay? Once you have the loop, now it's time to thread on the beads. So the first thing you're going to thread on is the 4mm beads, and you're going to thread on 5 of the 4mm beads. Once you have those 5 beads threaded on, go ahead and thread on a gold spacer bead and 3 of the 6mm round beads. And now you're going to thread on a silver spacer bead and the large rondelle, another silver spacer bead, and then 3 of your 6mm beads again. And then your gold spacer bead, and then the rest of your 4mm beads. So this is what you should have. Okay. And now we're going to form the loop at the other end. But before we do that, you need to thread it through that first loop. Okay. So now that you've threaded on that end, now you're going to form the loop on this side, and it's going to be the same thing. You're going to form a loop away from the bracelet, so upward. And again, you want to make sure that loop is closed, okay? Like I said, don't be afraid to use crimping pliers. All right, so now the only thing that's left to do is to attach this loop to this coil. To do that, you're going to bend it towards that coil. Okay, so if you're looking at it this way, you're going to bend this loop a 90-degree angle towards the rest of the bracelet. So let me just show you real quick. Just like that. Okay. All right, so now make sure your beads are out of the way, because now you have to attach this loop to this ring. So to do that, very simply open up your loop just a little bit, not too much. Okay, make sure your beads are slid out of the way, and then go ahead and slip that on. So this is what you should have. Okay, just like that. And then of course you need to close that loop back up again. And it is a little challenging because you don't have a lot of room here. But like I said, you can use your crimpers to make sure that the loop is completely closed. All right, so here we go. Can you guys see that? So you have that loop there, and you have this loop over here, and that's what makes this bracelet adjustable. The only thing we have left to do is to attach the charms. Okay, so now I have my 2 jump rings, one gold one, one silver one. We're going to go ahead and attach the silver charm first. Open up your jump ring, and you have 2 pieces of wire. You just want to make sure that you attach both charms to the same piece of wire, and of course you want to make sure that it's very, very well closed. That's important, okay? Because we don't want these charms to fall off. And you want your jump rings to be relatively strong. Okay, so I would get 18 to 20 gauge jump rings if you can. And then you want to make sure that you close them really, really well. I can't stress that enough, okay? And that's about it. It couldn't be any easier. Very easy. And as you can see, it's okay to have silver and gold because you've got the silver and gold spacer beads. All right, so that helps to, make it look more coordinated. And, not everybody likes gold and not everybody likes silver, and some people wear both. And so this is just another option. But the charms are so cute. I just love these charms, and I'm definitely going to give this bracelet to a nurse. I have a couple of friends that are nurses, and I'm going to make a bunch of them actually and give them to all the nurses that work together in that same ward. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe. Continue to wash your hands. Continue to do all the things that you can do to stay safe and keep your family safe. And definitely show your gratitude towards your friends, your neighbors, people who are, are essential workers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.